to Whittle Walsh's workshop, where here on Whittle Walsh's workshop, we'll be framing some walls. Yeah, Wanderers, we finally got some walls up. So what's going on here, there's my water tank right there. The wee hours of the morning, I'm getting set up to cut that piece of plywood that goes right over here. Now I had this weird transition up here because of the safety hatch we're gonna try to keep. So, you know, when you get to stuff like this when you're framing, you just gotta kind of start framing it and then work it out as you go. So what I'm going to do is I brought a little piece of the finish back from up here, right? And then this will all be the garage. So this plywood that's going in this room right here is not gonna be the trim plywood. It's not gonna be the expensive stuff. So all I really have to do is bridge. So this wall is gonna come into this wall right here. So I have to bridge this with a nice piece of trim plywood because this is inside the bunk area. And so I'll take the rip from right here, and then I can use the remainder rip right here on this piece, on this opening. And then I think I can get 3 rips out of it, out of another sheet. And then I'll put that other rip right here, and then I'll infill this little piece right down here. So, you know, when you try to use when these sheets cost almost 90 bucks, you want to try to use them as efficiently as you possibly can. Now, I know blocking with all this expensive plywood probably isn't such a great idea, but you know, I'll end up just throwing all this crap away anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So I got it all blocked out, you know, and I think I'm going to, I've got this block line right here is where the bunk bed for the boys is gonna end up going, and there'll be a wall right there. So yeah, it's coming along. It finally feels like we're getting to the point where things are gonna start looking a little different around here, so stay tuned. All right, Wanderers, so I got that piece cut out. Check the fit, looks pretty good. What I'm gonna do is I had a bunch of this PL, some of the subfloor glue, what the heck is it? PL Premium construction adhesive. I'm gonna just go ahead and just glue all this up, blah, 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 you know, just for a little extra something, a little bit of shear, you know, kind of hold that all in tight. So that's my next move. All right, Wanderers, when you're framing with steel studs and you get to an intersection in a wall, now when you're framing with wood, you need to do a corner and positive nailing and all that, but when you do steel studs, you leave your bottom track back and your top track back the width of whatever you're sliding through there, be it drywall or, you know, in this case it's our finished ply. So then you leave that back and you don't put your last stud in. They call this the slapper stud. You leave that out until after you sheet your wall. And then you slide your slapper stud over and it slaps up against that, hence the term. And then you zip that guy to the wall, and that is how you make a corner with steel studs. Well, Wanderers, here we are, back in the mess of the bus. What we got going on here is I finally got the the walls framed in for the garage. We're standing in the garage right now. There's that door that comes in. I've got the little space heater going because it's kind of cold out here this morning. I got my chair, and I'm working on wiring up this DC power box right here. What I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to put all my lights on this, and then I'll hook that the AC to DC converter up. I can hook it right up to these two leads right here, and then I'll have lights in the bus for the rest of the framing and stuff. And there is my AC power box that actually came with the old bus, so I'm going to reuse that. I only have a few circuits, as you remember, from back when we actually did this. So there those are. So I'm working on this electrical right now just so we can have some lights in the bus to continue the framing. So stay tuned.